Itch. Scratch. What's up, guys? Orange Pylon here. Welcome to the Orange Pylon stream. I want to call it show, but I'm not that organized. Good morning, everyone. It's January 30th. It's the second last day of the month. Hope everyone's doing all right. Wow, where has this month gone? Like, we just had the holidays. The New Year came in, and now the month's already done. Wow, time is just going by. It's gonna be Christmas just now again. Can you imagine that? I know you guys have your birthdays coming up and stuff. You guys are getting excited. We got the summer still. There's so much to do in the year. So last night, guys, this morning we uploaded a stream recap of last night's stream. It basically sums up the stream from last night, and if I would sort of to describe that stream, it was pretty chill. Like we didn't have too much energy. We have more energy in the mornings, but we didn't have too much energy. But we sort of just we talked about things. We talked about components. We played a little bit of Call of Duty, and it was just like an okay. But guys, I want to just have this thing to tell you guys. I want you guys to hit that like and sub button. We're trying to reach 500 subs. It's a milestone, but we want to reach 500 so we can start to earn. We'll have memberships, we'll have super chats, super stickers, and we'll be upgrading our YouTube channel. So guys, hit that sub, hit that like. We'll really appreciate it. We got some topics to talk about, but like, how are you guys doing? I gotta just check out my pages here to see if everything is up and running, because maybe we're just talking to ourselves. Yeah, it looks like everything's okay. It looks like we are online. Let's just go to our channel. Okay, we got one set up. Gonna set up the second one. I'm just setting it up so I could see some analytics and see chat. For some reason the window looks a little bit different. Just Windows has this sort of desktop orientation sort of setup thing, and it's so handy, it's so useful. I can just orientate my windows just by dragging them to the top of the screen. If you guys are using Windows, it's that simple, it's that easy. And I wonder how, I have this monitor. I have these monitors. You know how monitors are just like, they're normal, right? They're horizontal. They're 1920 by 1080. I saw that you can orientate your monitor vertical and set it up on your desktop. And as a streamer, I'm wondering if that would be advantageous. Like, setting it up so it's up down sort of thing. I wonder how I can use that to my advantage. I mean, you have all that real estate, and you can sort of position your windows vertically. I guess that would be great for like live chat, because if chat is really scrolling, you can sort of see everyone's comment, because you're using like half the window. Anyways, that's something we want to look into, guys. We just came back from outside. Guys, we have coffee. I was gonna go to Starbucks and buy a coffee, but I'm like, I'm looking into buying some components for my computers. Like, I want to save some money here and there, and why not just make a coffee at home, right? If we have it at home, why not make it a coffee at home? My mom's gonna kill me because I'm drinking all of her coffee. But coffee and streaming, it's like we also have a bowl of apples, right? We wish we had banana, but apples are okay. I have one right now. Yeah, nothing like an apple. These are apples we got from the market. They're a special kind. They have like 6 different kinds of apples that you can buy at the market. This company that this small business, I call it small because we're at the market, but this business at the market has like 6 different kind of apples. And my mom goes up and she says, "What is the sweetest apple you have?" And then they get into a conversation about apples, right? Oh, this one is a little bit more tarty. This one's a little bit more sweet. This one's a little bit more fuller. And I'm just standing there because, I don't want to get involved. The last time I went to this place in the market, I was standing in line, and the server was serving somebody, and then as soon as they were done, instead of coming over to me where I was standing, someone just came and they started serving them. And like after that, like it just turned me off. Like I'm like, if that's how you guys are gonna treat me, I'm not gonna give you my Apple service. Maybe it's a little bit harsh, but that's just how it is. But I'm eating their apples now, right? I'm eating their apples. Anyways, we got some apples. They taste alright. It's a little bit cold, man, guys. Today's like the coldest day of the week. It is super cold out there. Like I woke up feeling super cold. My hands are cold. And we're just trying to warm up, but apples is not helping us. We got some things to talk about, guys. We're creating a script for our stream to have more of a format. So just briefly, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about a little bit about dogs. Maybe you're a dog owner. I used to own a dog. But my dog's name was Mooch. And he got kind of sick, and we had to put him down. But I had some dog experience. We're going to talk about components, guys. I'm still in the market for CPUs and GPUs. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Maybe you guys can provide some information, like what you guys are using and stuff, and we can have a little bit of discussion. We're going to talk some about streaming. There's different approaches to streaming. I want to give a little bit of an insight of how I approach it. Maybe it'd be helpful for you guys who are just starting out. Maybe you guys want to just start out streaming. Here's a little bit of an insight. I want to talk about the CTPD show. That's the Chris the Pepsi driver and the Grinder show. I want to talk about what's inspiring me, some things about them. I wrote this topic here, but let's talk a little bit about Ark. It's a new game. People are streaming it, but I'm not convinced. I'm hearing some bad things about it, so we'll get into that a little bit later, guys. We have Call of Duty in store. I'm trying to zero in on my skill. Yesterday's stream for Call of Duty in the morning, I didn't do too well, guys. I felt like I was all over the place. In the afternoon, we were playing on the mobile device, so I couldn't, use low input delay. So there was a struggle there, but we found a little bit of settings and stuff. But let's get into it, guys. Let's not waste any more time. We've been talking for 15 minutes. Ark Raiders, yes, Zombie Man. We are going to be talking a little bit about Ark Raiders. Now, I'm not going to be playing it. You didn't run properly. Do you want to run the game in safe mode? No, we don't want to run in safe mode. Ark Raiders. Maybe you've played it. Maybe you're thinking about getting it. My discussion is not going to be too in depth, but just some things to talk about. I heard there's an algorithm about how players are matched in servers. I heard that the game is pretty resource dependent, and it sort of reminds me of something. But yeah, let's see. We're in Warzone. Let's have a sip of coffee, guys. I need to warm up. Like, you can't go into Call of Duty cold, right? If you go into Call of Duty cold, you're like an icicle. You're slipping around, right? And you don't want to be slip. You want to be warm. You want to have friction, right? You want to have like intentional moves, right? Let's have a sip of coffee. But Zombie Man, welcome to the stream. We're just getting started. You didn't miss too much. Things will slow down and ease up a little bit while we get into Call of Duty. It'll start making our brain think a little bit. But you know, it's like the morning, so you just gotta like just let everything out, right? Loading into some casuals, guys. Let's bring you on over into the game. I think we're using like 2 look sensitivity, and maybe like 105 ADS. That's kind of where we're at right now. We are using this controller. This is called the Wolverine TE Tournament Edition. What's really awesome is it has tons of buttons. It has 4 back buttons and 2 extra bumpers at the top. 2 extra bumpers at the top, guys. We had the problem yesterday that we were so used to this controller that we were just like searching for buttons on our PlayStation Edge controller when we were on mobile, and we couldn't find them, and it cost us our life. I'm hearing an echo. Where is this echo coming from? So guys, if you like what you're seeing, you know, I'm trying my best to give you guys some entertainment. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, guys. I'm trying to reach 500. I'm sure you heard it before from other streamers, and it's like our job, you know, to tell you to hit that like and subscribe. It's like part of our quote, right? The manager walks around, he's like, "Are you telling people to hit that like and subscribe button? It's good for the business, it's good for the company." You know, it just reminds you guys that we're trying to, you know, reach this certain goal. For me right now, there's levels on YouTube, right? And the one that we saw so far is called, it's like the first milestone, and it'll allow us to have members and allow us to have super chats, right, guys? You know, it'd be awesome if you guys could, like, you know, pay for my coffees, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? Coffee is expensive. I love coffee, and coffee helps me stream a little bit. Okay, so how are we feeling? Let's look left and right. Yeah, this is alright. See, our ADS is a little bit fast. Let's just turn that down right now. Let's not even mess with it. Let's not even mess with the bad aim. See, what are we at? Oh, I think we're using advanced look aim sensitivity protection 155. Let's go down to 115. Maybe that was our problem yesterday. We were just looking a little too fast. Looking around a little too fast. Okay, we're coming in on an angle here. This is like a weird angle. A little bit of an awkward angle here. Let's go. I think I'm gonna go Boneyard. I don't like me a Boneyard. Like a Boneyard endgame is nice, but I don't know about starting out. You don't have any weapons. It's kind of like you're just scratching people. You're not really having a hard effect. And so far there's been no loot, so just another reason why not to like Boneyard. Give me something, game. Where are you? Okay, we got something to defend ourselves with. Something going on in here. That's always nice, starting things off with a frag. Let's get out of here. Let's keep this momentum going. There's another guy. He's gonna close the distance. We're not gonna let him. Let's keep going. Someone's gonna interrupt us just now, though. I could already feel it. It's just gonna slow our momentum. We don't want that. We want to keep going. The zone pole is a little bit further away. Let's just trot on over there. You know, like we got things to do, but let's get over. Let's get a little bit closer. Guys, it feels so good. What's this gun? Mirage? Guys, it feels so good to be home streaming. I mean, I like streaming so much that I do it at the WORK. But it's not like as comfortable as it is being home, because there's like things going on in the environment. Kind of not supposed to do that. You know, it's not allowed at all, but you know. What's going on at work? Sorry, WORK. You know, we talked to our manager one time, and we were talking about like responsibilities, and you know, they were talking about giving me some more like different occupational responsibilities, so like different tasks to do that are not part of my job. Because I've been with that company for quite a bit. I've done different positions with them. So they were saying, you know, like maybe you could do some more of the maintenance stuff if you'd like. There's a guy there he's pretty good at what he does. He's the maintenance guy, the main maintenance guy. He replaced someone else that was with the company a long time, and he was in the position that I am currently, kind of. I'm in like a hybrid position. I'm like an upgrade position. But you know, he's kind of like taking me on as like an apprentice, which is really cool. But you know, the problem I'm having is, as an apprentice, I always like, I think like, you know, I don't like dead air. I don't like it. So I'm always thinking of something to get, you know, the conversation going. So, you know, kind of funny. Yesterday, I knocked on his office door, right? He's got like a little workshop, and he's like, 1 minute. So I'm like, oh goodness, like I gotta think of something to say. Like we gotta talk about something between our tasks that we're supposed to be doing. So I opened up X, which is formerly known as Twitter, and I'm like, come on, give me a topic that's interesting to talk about. And I found one about the war between Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Did you guys know that there was a war going on? I didn't know. I knew that they were competitors, but I didn't know there was like a reason. One of the reasons was they have this advertisement of the Polar Bear, and Coca-Cola is saying that they started the polar bear as their sort of mascot, and Pepsi is saying that they sort of started it. Anyways, I brought it up. Oh no, I sort of brought it up, and he's like yeah, and not like that, but basically I wanted to see if I had an opinion about it, right? Sure, anyone can bring up a discussion. He didn't know I looked it up on X. Sure, anyone can mention something, but do they have an opinion about it? No, that's not easy to do. But I was just like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm a Coke guy, Coke Zero guy. I'm like, yeah, me too. So that's kind of how that went. That's how the WRK has been going, guys. You know, I really would like to not be there anymore. You know, a lot of people are retiring. A lot of people are like the dynamics are changing in the building, and you know, I also don't like doing what I have to do, if I'm honest. Like, the people are great, the atmosphere is great, but I would rather do something more creative, like streaming, or you know, like my side hustle, my my vinyl stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, is that a guy? At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, as everyone that come on, we're trying to switch something. Everyone that has one, and everyone that has kept one and have responsibilities and stuff, says it's just be grateful that you have one. And I'm talking about the J-O-B, a Joob. See, when you start reading books about entrepreneurship and stuff, you get into this zone that, you know, you could do it and that you don't need to have an employer. But you gotta stay level-headed, right? J-O-B helps afford things. Like, I wouldn't be able to even think about discussing a GPU or a CPU. So I gotta thank him for that. We just knocked down our sensitivity a little bit, and it's feeling juicy. It's feeling all right. A little bit untidy. A little bit untidy, unkept. A little bit dusty. A little bit of fuzz on the ends, but we could work with it. We got a tad bit of lag too. It's something I just haven't solved yet. I was getting shot from this direction. Hold on, I need to change something. Hey, maybe that's gonna be a little bit better. Guys, we're burning incense and the smoke is like burning my eyes. Do you guys have like a little thing that you do? Like some people light candles. I burn incense. Gain explosive resistance and equipment negation. Okay. Stuns will stop and grenades won't hurt us. Improve equipment resistance and weapon flinch. That's kind of like the first one, but it's different. Oh, we won't get flinch, but we're not really sniping, but still, it'll be alright. Let's track down some guys. Whatever. We're doing advanced sensitivity, so we have different different looks. Whatever this one is, I like it. Whatever sensitivity this is, I like it. This one here can use some work, but I don't know what that one is. Who's vacuuming early in the morning? Okay, let's get that bounty. Someone got that bounty? But yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about our creators a little bit later. Guys, it's early morning. People are walking their dogs, and one thing that I don't like in the winter is our how someone shoot me through this little crack, or how the snow gets when people walk their dogs. Oh my goodness, guys. It's like lemonade out there. Frozen lemonade. It is. You can't step anywhere. You can't. In the snow, you know what also snow does? It prevents you from jaywalking. Like, the snow is working with the law. Oh, what was that guy doing? He just landed in and picked up a gun and got me? Is that what happened? You know what else? You know what else I don't like about dogs in the winter? Is when you walk them, their coats get dirty. And if you just want to cuddle with your dog, right? Especially when it's cold out, like, and their coat is dirty. You gotta clean them. And it's also like, you gotta walk them in the morning, right? So it's cold out. Guys, we're talking about dogs. Dogs in winter. Like, those two don't go together, you know? But, you know, what's good about your dog is, like I said, you get to cuddle with them. And in the morning is a great time, guys. The morning is like when your creative energies are flowing and stuff, at least for me. But what a dog does, the dog makes you get up and go outside in the morning. You know, a lot of people on their off days, they like to, especially in the winter, they like to stay in, and you know, like, they get so fragile, right? But with a dog, it makes you get out into the world. So that's pretty cool. But yellow pea, guys, yellow pea on the snow everywhere. Where are you guys from? Do you guys have snow? Guys, we had a huge snowfall like a week ago, and like everywhere you go in the neighborhood that I am at, it's just like yellow everywhere. It is not great. The dogs are good. I was listening to a conversation about dogs, and people were saying how the smaller dogs aren't so smart, and bigger dogs have bigger brains, so they're more like emotionally connected. Just looking into a dog's eyes, a big dog's eyes, you could feel that emotional connection. Whereas a small dog looks right through you, man. But small dogs, when they slow down, they're pretty smart too. They're a little bit self-centered, but I miss my dog. My dog had to be put down because of dehydration. It was a Shih Tzu. He got pretty old. He was maybe 15 years. His name was Mooch. And I wouldn't say that he was dumb. Like, trying to be unbiased here. For a Shih Tzu, I think he was pretty clever. But he had a pretty good life, you know. He didn't have to. He wasn't like a stray or anything. I have his ashes, so I keep him close. And I try to, like, you know, every morning I try to light a little incense and think about him a little bit, you know, because he was a big part of my life. There was a part of my life when things got a little bit rough, and he was there. He had no opinions of me. He just had, you know, his cuteness. Last night, guys, we were doing some research, and like our brains were like scrambled. Like we couldn't zero in on what we were looking for, but we had some help. But we're looking at components. And what kind of components? We're looking to upgrade our GPU and CPU. And I think, are we in the right scene? Like right now we have a Ryzen 5 7600. I think it's a 7600. It has 6 cores, 12 threads. It's at 3.6 gigahertz clock. And we're thinking about upgrading it, but you know, we're not really struggling in terms of CPU. So then we were considering GPUs. And right now we have, what do we have? A Radeon 6800 with 16 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of VRAM. When we went to the computer store, we were, you know, we like to like look at the new gear, what's going on. Sometimes we ask questions to, you know, you gotta be like the stars have to align for me to go in and ask some questions. But I said, hey, let me ask about these GPUs. And since they built me a computer, I felt really comfortable talking to them about my computer. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull up the stats of my previous computer, even though I was in their system. But they were like, if you want to upgrade to like 4K gaming, you gotta at least this is what I took from it. You gotta at least spend $1,000 on a GPU. Now, monitors cost $1,000, CPUs cost $1,000. If you want to get into 4K gaming, it is not cheap. So we found this one. I think it's called a Radeon, an AMD Radeon. That's 9070. And I think that's where we're at right now in terms of graphics card. You know, there is the competitor, the green team. But you know, Radeon has been pretty good to us. Like I was telling their sales associate that you know, what I like about Nvidia is that they have software that the user can use to help them do things. Like they have hey, what's going on, Anthony? They have like OBS or stream-in software that sort of eliminates your background if that's something you want to do. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry we missed your chat there. I hope you're still in here. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about components, computer components. And obviously we were playing some Call of Duty, trying to zero in. But yeah, so Radeon is kind of like where we're aiming, and it's gonna cost us $1,000 for a new graphics card. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Just like money hungry, but you know, the technology to create a graphics card, like a lot of research and a lot of skill. Like, if you think what a graphics card does, it's a piece of hardware that communicates with other pieces of hardware. It has machine code that that communicates with something else. Like, there is a lot that a component does. Hey Anthony, are you still in here? Are you on PC? What kind of specs are you running right now? And are you satisfied with it? Are you satisfied with your build? You know, console gamers, their systems are like future proof, right? Games are developed for the console, so they don't have to worry about that sort of thing. Takes the ease out of thinking about that sort of stuff. You know that the game is going to be built for your console. I think we lost Anthony. Sorry I missed your comments there. Now, this is a good gun too. The Maddox. RFB Maddox. 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 Are you mad? Are you mad at ducks? This is the Maddox. This is mad at ducks. Wee. We need a little bit more cash and we can get ourselves a UAV. So if you guys are thinking about streaming, you know, right away I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, you should do it. Do it. There's many reasons why streaming could be good for you. There's also reasons why it could be bad. Like, one thing is, a lot of people, and including myself, it happens all the time, is you say things that you don't mean to say, and you sort of make up truths. That's sort of something I'm working on as a streamer. But you know, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I sort of take streaming, like my take on it. There's this book called Beyond Powerful Radio. It's by a woman called Valerie Geller, and I've downloaded it you can find it on the Apple bookstore. And right away, like you could tell like what I'm talking about. But so I tend to take streaming like a radio show, right, where your voice is the star of the stream, you know. And in the book they talk about, you know, telling stories. You know, it's about, because there's no visuals on radio. It's all about like it's all about communicating with your voice. And you gotta paint pictures for people when you're doing that. So that's kind of how I look at streaming. I let the video just sort of do itself, but I try to focus on the story that I'm trying to give. AK-27. You know, one thing new that we're trying with streaming is we're thinking of scripts before we stream. It's an idea, right, guys? Like, there's pros and cons to it. Like, one of the pros is it gives you like a format. It gives you something to say. It sort of gives you structure, right? The format thing. But like, one of the bad things that I found about it, writing, like having a script, is it sort of keeps you like focused on only certain things. Like, there's less freedom because you're always just kind of going back to your script. Now, radio shows, they have multiple personalities talking on the show, so there's different opinions happening, and like conversation sort of expand. Oh, there's a guy over here. Conversation sort of conversation sort of evolves. And when you're a streamer, you're all by yourself, right? Unless you're playing with people. But, you know, with the radio show, you guys are on the same topic. And unless everyone's on the same topic with the stream, it can get disorganized. But anyways, like I was saying with the script, if you guys are thinking about, you know, starting a stream, just write a few words out. Just write a few words out about the stream. Something like just make a title first. Call it like topic. And just like something that comes to head that you have, that you could talk about. Something that you've experienced maybe. And you'll see how a lot of dead space, a lot of dead air can be filled with you just talking your mind on a topic that you've written about. Oh, he didn't like that. Hey, Spider Twist, check out Orange Pylon Gaming on YouTube and Kick. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subs so we can start earning, right? We started our stream over here. And we're back over here. Hey, maybe you guys have some streaming tips. If you're in chat, what are some tips that you can give a streamer? You know, one thing that we do is we check out some of our favorite streamers, and we look at their stream not with the intention of being entertained, but with the intention of learning. Now, you could take it a step further and open up a notepad or open up an actual pad and ask and write down a question, and then see if you can get your answers fulfilled. But you know, a couple streamers that I've watched that I found very interesting is one called The Grinder Show and another called Chris the Pepsi Driver. Now, they don't owe me anything, so I'm giving them a free plug. But it's worthwhile because, you know, I think they're great personalities for what they do. You know, Chris, one thing I found really interesting about Chris the Pepsi Driver, CTPD, that's his YouTube. He's really calm and collected. You know, a lot could be going on. Oh, there's a guy here. A lot could be going on in his stream. Come back here. Oh. A lot could be going on in his stream, and he would just be calm. He's got a great personality for streaming. He spotted me. With the Grinder Show, now this guy is very enthusiastic. He's like, I wouldn't say the opposite, but it's just in this example, it's kind of like the opposite of a calm, cool, collected personality. He's calm and cool and collected in his own way. But from what I analyzed, he's always got something to say. He's always, you know, open. Very interesting streamers, guys. I'm surprised they don't have any snow in this game. Oh, I think there's snow over by Dam, right? But it's not realistic because there's no yellow pea on the snow. Developers, if you're listening and you're creating snow in your game, you gotta add yellow pea. Yellow pea to the snow. That's the only way people will believe it. Where we are in zone, we're getting closer, to that final circle, boys and girls. How many teams left? 23 teams. That's quite a bit, people. I like this area. Getting lots of kills. Just looking around, guys. Keeping our head on a swivel, so to speak. You know, anyone could be looking at us. Most wanted just over here. Oh, there he goes. Got him. That's our second most wanted. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Let's find some terrain. Just what the doctor ordered. Some armor plates to keep us alive. I have a UAV to pop, but I'm gonna save it for when things get a little bit more focused. When things get a little bit more self-centered, a little self-focused. Okay, we got a buy station up ahead. Guys, we're out of ammo. Wasn't expecting that.
Mission timeline over. UAV exiting the area.
Gotta clear out this buy station. Going up. Can we make it? Yes, we can.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Only 2 left.
Only 4 players left. I'm just looking, guys. I'm not gonna shoot anyone out here. Oh, I see one. Oh, he saw me. There's one.
You're losing ground. Moving.
We have a pocket UAV. Yeah, he's gonna stick to the buildings.
Heads up. An enemy squad marked you as a bounty target.
Oh, he's ghosted. Ooh. Scary.
Relocating safe zone.
Got our armor up.
Uh-oh. Too much pressure. We are going to implode. I just wait him out.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
I got more blades.
Gas is inbound.
What a... I was gonna say, what the fuck did you do?
Hey! Check me out on YouTube, Orange Pylons Gaming. Thanks for playing. Good game. Guys, patience paid off. We waited it out, and we got the win. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. A nice win. Anyone see that? We got to win. We got to win. Shock Trooper. 27 eliminations, guys. You got to do a lot of eliminating to win a match. Yeah, like I was saying before, guys, you know, it's like, it's part of our, you know, the manager walks around and he's like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And like for me, it's like my manager is like, are you pushing this to tell people to sub? Are you pushing people to like the stream? You know, you gotta be consistent with this sort of thing. You know, I found it works. You know, like you know, you shouldn't, as a streamer, you shouldn't constantly ask people to sub, right? Even though sometimes I do it, but it's like something you have to do. You have to meet the quota. You gotta get people to be reminded about, you know, subbing. Anyways, guys, hit sub if you haven't subbed already. It'll help me reach my 500 goal. Let's get into another one. Pretty good game. Sort of waited it out in the end. We knew he was in the window, and what we wanted to do was we didn't want to like let him understand the type of shooter we were. So like we held off shooting at him. We could have shot at him, right, and maybe pushed up a little bit quicker, like he would have fell off, had to play it up and stuff. But we saved our aim till when it got closer to the wire, and that allowed the movement to occur, you know. As soon as we started lasering him a little bit, he fell off, and we made our move. We moved over to the side of the bus. So that was just a little bit of an insight into the Orange Pylon psyche. It is a computer process, coding ones and zeros. Process fulfilled. Let's get into it, guys. Thanks for everyone for tuning in, who's tuned in, who've entered chat. I really appreciate it. And I don't think we have a description for this video, but that's okay.
Into the WARZONE. Get geared up.
We talked about a few things today, guys. We talked about what did we talk about? Components, streaming. We talked a little bit about. Did we talk about ARC? We haven't really talked about ARC much. But we talked about the Grinder show. We talked a bit about Chris the Pepsi driver. Great shows, guys, if you're just tuning in. Actually, I think Grinder,
the Grinder show is gonna be live today at noon. I think that's what he said last night.
All stations
Anthony,
green to go.
is that the Anthony from chat? I feel bad that I missed that chat. Okay, coming in from the south. Flying over Boneyard to start things off, just like the last game. Or was that the game before? I think that was the game before.
Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Oh no, we're coming in from the north. Sorry.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Targets are up. Go take them down.
Let's find something interesting. Interesting. What is this? A ride in submachine gun.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
AK-27. Are we on the right scene, guys? If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. My name is Orange Pylon. You're watching the Orange Pylon show, or the Orange Pylon stream. I haven't really decided yet what it is. But we stream FPS games. We stream in the mornings at 9 o'clock. 9 for about 2 hours. And then in the evenings again, guys, at about 5:30-ish. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome in. Find a seat. Take your coat off. Get comfortable. We're in some Call of Duty right now. We're getting shot at. Where'd you go? E. Improves equipment resistance and weapon flinch. Oh, hello. Ooh, someone got out of bed quickly. Someone else got out of bed exactly the same way. Look at that. Got out of bed exactly the same way.
Yes, moving.
Let's go to this buy station. See what we can get. Get ourselves a UAV. UAV, someone ahead.
exiting the area.
Maybe loadouts are coming in soon. Maybe 3 minutes. We getting a loadout. If you guys were watching yesterday's stream, I was playing Leapfrog here. Oh, Kai Ellis, welcome to the stream. I hope I didn't miss your chat there. I hope I didn't miss you. How long I've been playing? I've been playing since Black Ops 6, but I had Call of Duty 4 once upon a time. But how long I've been playing today? Since 9 o'clock. We already got ourselves a victory. We are just looking for people. That UAV didn't really help us out. No, I don't play Fortnite. But you know what? I was thinking about... Oh. Since in the evenings I play mobile cloud gaming on my phone, and I have the Xbox Game Pass, and on the Xbox Game Pass there is Fortnite. So that might be something we try. Guys, I wish there was more weapon drop or bullet drop. I had to leave. The bullets went. Oh, look at this guy. Oh my goodness, this is the second time. Nice shot through the window. No, we don't play Fortnite, but we were thinking about it. We saw it was available on Xbox Game Pass.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
We're just chewing on some banana, guys. Not some banana, some apple. What am I talking about? I want banana. Doesn't look like anyone's up here. $30 seconds, I think we get a loadout. Yep.
You've got a loadout drop in.
So the night for a second.
Gas is inbound. Mark the new safe zone.
Okay, so we got guns that we're used to. We have plates. We have a satchel now. We could use an armor box and maybe a gas mask and a UAV. All these things we could use. We don't have the money to do it. Hey, Mr. Pinky, what are we gonna do today? The same thing that we always try to do. Take over the world. But we need money to do it. How much money? We need $1,000. Can we do it, ladies and gentlemen? Can we find $1,000? Do we have any buyers looking for $1,000 donation from buyer number 1?
$1,000 donation coming in. $1 donation. $1 donation. $2 donation. $2 donation. 3, 4. Do I have a $5 donation? Can we get a 5? $5 donation. 6. $1,000 donation. No, we didn't get it. Still looking. Stairmaster Flex. The biggest thighs on the network. I've been climbing so many stairs in battle royales that I got the biggest network thighs on the network. What's this? Scavenger. This will help us.
Supply box is marked. Secure those locations. One supply box down. 2 remain.
Oh, the leg is stopping my legs.
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
But welcome in, guys. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning. Goodness, the morning is almost done. Where did the morning go? Where did it go? Morning, where did you go? Come back to me. Morning. We got our money. We got extra money. What was that? Eat. UAV umbrella available for tasking. Initiate.
Requesting recon overhead.
Oh, we got ourselves a team over here. One over there.
No fuel, no fuel.
Oh, he spot me? How do you spot me from way out there?
Reloading. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Loading fresh mag.
Oh, there's one of those market deals happening. I forget the name of it. We can buy things at a discounted price. $3,000.
Requesting recon flyover. Switching mags. New mag.
Oh my goodness, we just missed the whole clip. Let's go buy an ammo box.
UAV exiting the area.
buy another UAV too. How is our zone looking? Oh, it's called a fire sale. That's a nice name. Welcome to the fire sale, where the deals are hot and the prices drop. Are you burning to buy something? Fire sale. Sorry if I offended anyone with that type of accent. This guy making fun of me. You know, there's a lot of tradition where that accent came from. I know, I'm sorry. You're just hosting the fire sale and it seemed appropriate.
Requesting recon overhead.
I am a torpedo looking for red dots to eliminate.
No fuel, no fuel. UAV RCB.
Hey guys, I want to check something. We were just talking about components, right? I want to show you what my graphics card is running on. So I got 100, 200, 600. See, we don't really need a graphics card. But in order to get 480 FPS, we're using minimum, right? Minimum graphics. That's how we're able to get that.
Get to the new safe zone.
And I want to use better graphics. Like the game looks alright on low graphics, very low graphics. It's smooth, it's playable. But I wanna at least run like high graphics and get this amount of frames. Imagine the visual clarity. How more accurate. Have you guys ever played on a 4K TV? A 4K display? Guys, you can see so much. Like, I was playing Warzone, dropping in, and I saw, like, from the sky coming down in, I saw the detail of players from the sky, like way up high, while I was dropping in. That's like a 4K display. There was a time when I had two displays. I had this one and a 4K. I bought two, and I was trying to decide which one I wanted to keep. And the 4K was just beautiful, but my computer couldn't handle it. So I took the FPS over the 4Ks. I think I made the better choice, but 4K is beautiful.
Loading fresh mag.
Oh no! That's the end. That's the end of that Oh, we have another person. Arch Nemesis, welcome in. How come I didn't see you on this chat here? I didn't see you on the chat. Arch Nemesis, welcome into the stream. I'm not picking you up on my multi-chat stream. I'm seeing you over here. Welcome to the Orange Pylon Show. Yes, the Orange Pylon Show, where we have talk. So far, guys, we talked about dogs. We talked about components. We talked about streaming. We talked about the grinder and the CPT show. We haven't talked about Ark yet. So let's talk about Ark, guys. So Ark is this new game. You know, I don't know anything about it, but Ark, I've watched some streams. Ark is this new game that has come out, and you know, someone told me already that it's the game of the year. It's the game of the year, guys. Ark. What are your thoughts on Ark? Like, have you played it? What do you think people like? You know, it's like kind of like the same thing, right? You just you have to like, you look for something, you upgrade something, and you shoot the Ark. But you know, people are gonna say, you know, where Ark gets fun is with friends, right? But there's got to be something else in Ark, guys. They said that, I heard that there's this algorithm that pairs you with friendly people if you don't shoot like players. If you don't PvP, I hear it puts you up in servers against the Ark. Is that true? Are you put up in servers against the Ark if you don't PvP? I also heard it's really PC resource hungry. You know, a Radeon 970 would solve that problem. But if you don't have it, like, is it worth it to get a game and if you can't run it, especially if it's in the game of the year? Guys, Ark reminds me of sort of WoW, World of Warcraft. Like when I used to play WoW, what something that really made me stick to the game was, like, you can go into a server, right, and you would come out of a fortress and there would be like a battle happening, right? It'd be AI. Like at first I didn't know it was AI, right? Everyone is like blind to the cutscene, but there would be like a battle happening. There'd be troops running towards like guards, and guards would be defending, and they'd be coming at different random angles, and guys, you could go and attack these minions, and it would be just like, it'd be so immersive, right? Like kind of like you're in this real world doing battle. And that's kind of like what I seen from Ark. Like you enter this battle that's already commenced and you just sort of participate. Now they don't have, like, I haven't seen any NPCs that have like that you can talk to in game. It's not that, maybe it's not that type of game, but you know, it'd be something like a little bit more interesting to me if like you can go and do quests in the game. I haven't seen anything about quests. I saw that there's a skill tree. If you're into that, like upgrading your skill tree, but these things take so long, guys. Like you see, I'm a Call of Duty player. I like fast action, sort of simplicity, where you can become creative with what is, you know, that sort of thing. But a lot of people are playing Ark, and a lot of people are saying, you know, Ark is the S shiz, is the shiz. They're saying Ark is the shiz, and I don't know, guys. PvP might be fun, and it's also guys, it's third person. Like I'm FPS type of guy. Third person is kind of cool. Like if you're playing, you know, if you like the look of your cosmetic of your character. I'm surprised Call of Duty doesn't have that sort of thing, right? Big thing is cosmetics, character skins in Call of Duty. How come that's not third person? But that's sort of Ark, guys. That's sort of my take on it. I'm thinking about getting it. I got Xbox Game Pass hoping that it would be on there, but they lied. No, they didn't. It wasn't. You have to buy the game. The game's not that expensive, but it's still costly. I think, you know, a game that would be affordable would be something like $20. But no, it's about $50-$60. So that's my take on Arc. Let me eat my apple. If you guys want to see some interesting Arc play, and you guys want to watch a streamer who's really friendly and looking to play with almost anybody, all walks of life, check out Grinder. Oh, we're watching the final. What? Here's the winner. Check out Grinder. Search on YouTube or Kick the Grinder Show. This guy plays with almost anyone in Arc. Well, he plays with everyone in Arc. So if you guys want to see some Arc gameplay, Grinder's been streaming Arc. That's where I've been picking up most of my information. There's probably different type of streamers out there that focus more on the game instead of building a community. But let's talk about community, guys. What does it take to have a community on YouTube? Now, when I think of community, I think of like Discord servers where you have people sort of come in and they post things and stuff. But what is a community on YouTube? Is it just like your chat? I think so. That'd be nice to have. Have some regulars come in and, sort of spark the conversation, have a little bit of a theme going on, sort of thing. But we got to earn that sort of thing. Guys, if you're liking what you're watching, maybe if you just want a place to hang out, just be open-minded. You guys too can direct the conversation by just typing in chat. Just let me know where you guys are at, and we'll focus the attention on what you have to say. Everyone's opinion is welcome. I just don't want toxicity. No one wants toxicity. Close out. But how's your morning, guys? How's your morning, guys, going? Right? That makes sense. How's your morning going, guys? You guys eating breakfast? The morning's almost done. Have you guys done anything productive? Maybe you guys are more west and your morning's just starting, right? Maybe you guys have to go to school. I was telling someone yesterday, like, oh, school is good for networking and stuff, but I forgot to mention that school is good for education too. It's also good to learn things in school. It gives you the foundation for life. Now, personally, I didn't continue on to higher education. I tried it once in my life, but I didn't continue on to it. I got my high schools, I went on to a little bit of college, and then I sort of got bored of it and backed out. But I think the time in my life, the age that I was at, I just wasn't ready to sort of have like a routine and stuff. Like, I'm like a free spirit, guys. Like, I'll do one thing one day and then the next day I'll do something else, right? I hate routines, even though I try to stick to a routine. But school is like that routine that, it's not always exciting and it's hard to do, but it's good for you. If you guys are in school, kudos to you. It's not easy. See, I work at a university, a WRK university, and people are always talking about their classes. Everywhere, every conversation, everywhere you go into the elevator, someone's like, the algorithm for so and so is blah 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 blah. You walk in the hallways, someone's like, oh, I gotta go class. Even conversations like, where are you going? Where are you coming from? Oh, we're going to class. School's taking up the minds of a lot of people, which is it's there's an end goal to it, right? It helps people achieve something, but there's a lot of other things to think about in life. Stuff like travel, exploring, learning about architecture. But school can teach you that, but school is really focused on something when you get to university. I guess. I don't know. I'm not in university. Anyways, guys, I think we are coming to the conclusion of today's stream. How are we doing? Let's see. About an hour and a half. We usually do about an hour and a half. Just want to say thank you to everyone that's come into the stream. I could do a shout out because it was a few people. Zombie Man, thanks for coming in. Anthony, thanks for coming in. Kai Alice R6, thanks for coming in. Anthony, just a rewind real quick. Anthony, sorry I missed your chat. If you're tuning in a little bit later to the end of the stream, hi, how's it going? Sorry I missed your chat. We had another Anthony. No, same Anthony. We had Kai. Yeah, we said that. We had Arch Nemesis. Welcome to the stream. Did we have anyone on Kick? No, we didn't have anyone on Kick. We had Gerald Shemby. Gerald Shemby. Is that how you say it? Welcome to the stream. Thanks, guys. If you guys are tuning in the future, it'd be really appreciated if you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach the goal of 500 subscribers so I can earn super chats and have members and stuff. But I think it's gonna have to be like a natural progression as I get better at streaming, as I get better at communicating what I want to say, talking about the game, being entertaining. People will naturally sub. So I understand it's a little bit of a process, but you guys, can help me out, reach there a little quicker. Yeah, thanks for the likes, guys. So today we talked about a little bit about components. We talked about, our radio, how we sort of we sort of think of streaming as radio. Talked a little bit about the Grinder show and Chris, and how Chris is calm, cool, and collected, and Grinder is super enthusiastic, and how we sort of envy these talents. Talked a little bit about Ark in the ending, guys. About the PvP friendly algorithm. We talked about how it's a little bit PC resource heavy, and how it's a little bit kind of like WoW for me. And we talked about dogs, guys. We didn't have much to say about dogs, much positive about dogs. Dogs are awesome. I drew some dogs and sold a tote bag with dogs on it. So dogs are pretty cool. Every time I see a dog, I'm always looking at the dog outside in the streets. Is that the same for you guys? Like when you're walking on the street and you see a dog, does it just catch your eye? Does a dog just catch your eye? Does that happen to other people too? We gotta win in Call of Duty, guys. Now that doesn't happen every day, but we gotta win. We sort of zeroed in on our sensitivity. We found something comfortable. We're using multiple ADS sensitivities, so each one has a different sort of sense, and we're kind of like working it on the way down. So we start quicker, and as we go up in variable sensitivity, as we go up in magnification intensity, we sort of lower the sensitivity, because that's for like longer distances, and you got to be a little bit more precise. I don't know, guys. I wish I could communicate like how I am now, where everything feels like it's sort of put together during the stream, so you guys would be a little bit more entertained. Anyways, guys, a little bit of self-talk. All right, guys, have an awesome day. I don't know what you guys have planned. We'll be back in the afternoon around 5:30ish. We'll be on our mobile device playing some more Warzone. Maybe some Fortnite. Who is it that asked for Fortnite? Someone asked for Fortnite. What did our multi-stream stuff? Oh, it was Kai Ellis, R6. He asked for Fortnite. He asked if I played Fortnite. We can play Fortnite. Is that something you want to see? Anyways, guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you a little bit later. Orange Pylon.